What's good, everybody? Psych Perspectives, giofvcks, and I want to discuss CDC's new recommendations or mandates or, news. CDC recently came out and stated that, if you're fully vaccinated, you no longer have to wear a mask outdoors and indoors, depending on the situation, the environment. I've received the Moderna vaccine against COVID-19. I received both doses. I am fully vaxxed. I was completely fully vaxxed as of last week. It's been 3 weeks since I received my second dose of the Moderna. My grandmother is fully vaxxed. She received the Pfizer. My mother is also fully vaxxed. She also received Moderna. My uncle doesn't want to get vaccinated, and we're respecting that, his wishes, his freedom, his body, his choice, while we are still very much masked up and fully vaxxed. So me personally, and information about what CDC stated will be below, and I'll also have information about what the World Health Organization, WHO, recommends, and what other successful countries have done. I don't see the USA being a successful country. Let's put that as a disclaimer. I do not see the USA being a successful country. So, me personally, I'm going to still be wearing my mask inside, outside. Now, granted, if I'm 6 feet plus away from people, then I probably won't have my mask on. Like, for example, if I'm in my own backyard, I'm not going to have my mask on. If I get to go to the gym again and nobody's around, I'm probably not going to have my mask on. But if I see other people standing right by me and they laughing and you laughing, talking, spitting, coughing and everything else, I'm going to have my mask on. I'm going in public and I'm at the store, I'm going to have my mask on. That's basically how I'm looking at it. And depending on who I'm around, if I know that they're not fully vaxxed, I'm going to have my mask on. And I'm still, even if you're fully vaxxed, I'm still going to be in my personal bubble, which has always been, don't touch me. Okay, so I like my 3 to 6 feet apart, personally. So, that's just me, you feel me? But that's just it. My body, my choice. If you don't want to do that, that's cool. I respect that. Respect my choice as well. Okay. That's how I'm personally viewing it. Now, the reason why I view it this way is because we have, at the current time, 4 COVID-19 variants. Now, keep in mind, when the Moderna vaccine and the Johnson & Johnson and the Pfizer, when they all were coming to be, there were only one strand of COVID. And then eventually the second strand came. The third and fourth strand was nowhere to be found. So again, yeah, you got the COVID-19 vaccine, but the current COVID-19 vaccines were only for the first variant, really, barely for the second. So, and they definitely ain't for the third and fourth. So that's why I'm like, I'm not finna be, look, I'm gonna take all the precautions that I can personally do, and I recommend others take the same precautions, okay? But I can't tell nobody what they can and cannot do with their own body. You feel me? I can recommend, I can suggest, I can, try to put you in the right direction from my personal opinion and research, but I can't tell you what ultimately what you can and cannot do. You feel me? So this is what I'm doing for me and what I'm recommending to others. So, and information will be in the description box below, as stated. I wish people would learn to go on and get over. You got your sign, I'm going. Okay, so it's hit or miss, and what gets me is how, and I'm gonna say it. Don't you think it's odd how when President Donald Trump was the president and the Republicans were the main, control, and they were telling everybody, oh, you don't really have to wear masks, you don't really have to blah, 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 and you can take, bleach and inject that and all this other mess. When they were spreading all that ignorance, everybody was, oh my God, how dare You killing folks. We need masks. We need PPE. We need vaccine. Okay, now all of a sudden, out the blue, and don't get me wrong, yes, Biden and Harris have made, leaps and bounds in comparison to the Trump administration when it comes to getting the vaccine, PPE, getting these stimulus checks out, etc. But don't let the smooth taste fool you. That's something my grandpa always said. My papa always said. Don't let the smooth taste fool you. Everything that glitters isn't gold. So again, all of a sudden now, oh, Eric, you get the vaccine. Mind you, most people that are getting the vaccine haven't even got the second shot. And unless you're getting the Johnson & Johnson, the one and done Fauci-ouchie, that's the only one that allows one shot. And even then, you still gotta wait 2 full weeks from that shot to be considered fully vaccinated. Again, information will be in the description box below. So I'm like, and I know so many people that didn't go back for their second shot because of how bad the side effects were for them from the first shot. Me personally, I didn't have any bad side effects for the first or the second shot outside of having a sore arm during the first shot. But again, I'm also someone who lives with a chronic health condition. So I've stated this before, on a daily basis, my pain is between a 5 and a 7. And on my bad days, it's at a 7 to 10. And in some cases, it's well over a 10. But that's because I have Graves' disease. I have an autoimmune disease. I have IBS Crohn's. I have chronic health issues. So I'm dealing with fatigue, muscle aches, body cramps, issues on a daily basis. So I'm probably not the best person to gauge pain because I'm living through this every day. So, and each person is an individual. So, okay, everybody has, we've seen how COVID impacts people differently depending on them as an individual. We see how the vaccines impact people differently depending on who they are. Not to mention, we keep basing everything off cis white men and cis white women, but particularly cis white men when we do these vaccine trials, when they make medications, everything is based off of their body. So if you're a person of color, if you're not cisgendered, if you're not a man, and a notice, I'm just being real, people are, that's a whole nother video. I'll have information on that soon. Stay tuned. But, so I'll be sitting back looking at all of this. And it's just like, all of a sudden, everybody's like, oh, we're back to normal. Y'all can go back to working in office. Y'all can go back to, how it used to be damn near. And I'm like, and what was how it used to be? People being nasty. Folks we found out purposely wasn't washing their hands. Like, how was any of that, not having personal space, not having flexibility to work from home and to take care of business, people still not being paid living wages? I don't want to go back to that. And me personally, I like the modesty and the privacy that masks provide. That's just me though. Again, my body, my choice. You do what you want to do. I'm going to do what I'm going to do. And what I've been doing, okay? Like I said, I waited 14 months to go back to the gym because I wanted to make sure that I was fully vaccinated. And I still went in there with a mask on and was privileged the day I went because nobody was there. So I was like, oh, hey. And I was still in there spraying everything down before and after use. Because I was like that anyways. Again, I have an autoimmune disease. I can't afford to be careless. Okay? Not to mention, I'm just going to straight up say, I care about others. So I don't do all this. And don't get me wrong, I'm quite sure I've done some dumb shit during this COVID shit that could have gotten, you know what I mean? I'm not perfect. But if I can make an effort, a conscious effort and decision to not get other people sick, and not get myself sick, I'm going to do that. That's what I'm going to do. So that's all I'm really saying in this video. Information will be in the description box below. Again, if you can and want to, wear a mask. If you can and want to, get vaccinated. If you can and want to, look out for others. And I'm going to still say, wash your hands frequently, honey. This person crazy that's driving in front of me. Wash your hands, and also stay 6 feet apart. Stay blessed. Sending y'all love and positivity. And I'm out.